Playing a new high graphic game will increase satisfaction while playing a game. I would suggest everyone to enjoy the game through this video first so you all can consider which game you would like to download after. Remember to like this video and please enjoy the video of Top 10 New Game High Graphic for Android and iOS 2024. Best new game you must play now on mobile. Roku Kingdom. Roku Kingdom or Lock Kingdom World. Tension will dominate in the mobile game again through it. Overall, I would say it has a perfect, well-crafted game that we need to anticipate it for. This game is pretty much looks like a Pokemon game but has a better graphic and gameplay mechanism. I would say it has a combination of Genshin Impact gameplay because we can feel the freedom of exploring the beautiful world by hanging on the tree, climbing the wall or cliff, and of course we are able to swim on the lake, get the pad and ride over it to move faster. It has a storyline based on where we should get into the story by following the main quest. As a single player game, I love how the game should play manually at all, but we will get a little hint of an icon that shows us the way. The combat mechanism of Roku Kingdom is a turn-based RPG game. The hero will summon the pad for fighting. We are able to pick 3 different active skills. Those skills will consume some energy. As I mentioned before, it has a Pokemon games like, where we could capture the monster while in battle or in the open world. Lock Kingdom World is the best new game Android open world game for Android and iOS 2024. Ace Force 2. Ace Force 2. This is the best new high graphic Android game and also for iOS that will release soon. I have tried the beta testing once. It has a FPS base which we will play in a fair and balanced gameplay because we will do some switch side between the attacker team and also the defender team. In the real game, we'll be playing for 8 rounds in total. We should compete to reach 9 points to become a winner each time before we start the combat. Then we can get a new gun of rifles as MG, machine gun or shield as the abilities. Anyway, each of the heroes will have their own special ability. This is the reason why I would say it has a fair mechanism. As a defender, we are defending our territory and prevent the enemy to get into it. Always try to screening and analyze the enemy's movement by listening their step, of course. Using a hands-free would be the best way to listen. As the opposite side, especially the attacker team, we must be ready and pass through into the enemy zones. Use your gun and your special ability to wipe them out and save your winning point after. Ace Force 2 is the best graphic new game mobile. Petcraft. Petcraft, such a perfect game for mobile that will come shortly. The game has an English version already, even this is the first time they launched the game as an early access. The first impression playing it remind me of Palworld Mobile and also Downland. It has a dose combination while in game, like we can capture the monster but it will have a different success rate. The lower the monster HP will make the capture success rate become higher. I love how the art style is really good, even though it has a far view distance, but the game has a perfect rendering graphic making the game even more smoother. There is one thing that I'm really concerned about is the way of the hero lock the target is pretty difficult to control. Seriously, we need an aim assist so the player will have a better combat experience then. Petcraft has an open world concept with a survival based game, so we can gather some material to build our own variation of houses. Meeting your friend and inviting them to your world is possible, which means multiplayer is the main point that we will love to play with friends. The combat mechanism lets the player do an action hack and slash with our tools as the main weapon, or craft a better weapon is possible to do. The best new game high graphic for Android and iOS. Need for Speed Assemble. Need for Speed Assemble. This game was pretty popular back then. I remember how the racing gamer would always wait for each sequel to play. It was on PC before, but now we are so lucky the way of the developer ported the game into mobile with a perfect graphic and amazingly has a great control for mobile user. Actually, this game is not only a racing game, but also it has a story base, where we will be showing with so many cutscenes with a great realistic animation visual. Turn your creativity on by Upgrading or modifying your car with better looks and see how it will boost your confidence then. The main priority is we should raise up the speed and acceleration by upgrading the car's engine and replacing it with more powerful one. Need for Speed Assemble is full of action, dynamic and realistic. Even when we hit the object around us, the regular physics will show how realistic it will become. Great attention to detail by the developer. This is the best new game high graphic Android and iOS. NEPA Saga. NEPA Saga, epic offline RPG. It's pretty difficult to find any offline game that has a great graphic on mobile, especially if it's a free game. I think this game will become your best option to try, even though I think it has a blend of feelings because the game doesn't focus on the storyline and the movement seems quite clunky, but the graphic make the game interesting at all. The combat mechanism lets the player maintain the energy and stamina carefully, because every single action will consume it, like blocking, attacking, dodging, even running will consume the stamina. When it runs out, we can't do anything, which makes the enemy have a chance of attacking us freely. The main goal is we should eliminate the remaining enemy and the next portal will be opened up. Keep doing it until you face the last boss and move into a different arena after you successfully kill the boss monster. NEPA Saga is the best new game offline RPG game for Android and iOS high graphic game mobile. Tooa. This game was made by most favorite games developer, which is Asobimo. As we all know, they have made cool game graphic like Toram Online and Iruna Online. But after I see this game, it's quite out of the box. Anyway, the game has a dungeon-based game with a party system. So we should find the matchmaking with the other players and team up within 3 players. Survive and explore the dungeon by fighting side by side. All of the skills have been unlocked automatically, so we don't have to worry about it. In fact, we'll learn and obtain the new attribute status after we reach a new level. The whole gameplay reminds me of a roguelike base game. The main goal is we should find out the treasure and many hidden items along the way out. Sometimes it will be placed inside of the barrels, so we need to break every single object for a surprise goods. I didn't find any storyline, it's only focusing on the action. Tooa is the best new game Android action hack and slash mobile. Dark and Darker Mobile. Dark and Darker Mobile. If you would like to find a new game with a dark fantasy theme, then I would like to recommend you this game. It has a beautiful graphic with so many class selections. We can choose like a Fighter, Cleric, Rogue, Barbarian, and Wizard. Each of the classes will represent a different weapon with a different playstyle also. It will divide it into 2 roleplay, which are close range combat and long range combat. So be wise on picking the best hero classes as your playstyle. Dark and Darker Mobile is a new brand multiplayer game that we need to look after the other players to play in on one battle arena. We'll compete with each other and kill the skeleton or goblin around the arena. The combat mechanism is really amazing. We can slash the enemy while we are moving the hero. Most of the enemy will be able to fight on the water or on the ground. We need more attention to play it because the skeleton will come from a blind spot and suddenly approaching us. This is the best new game action RPG mobile. Sonic Rumble. Sonic Rumble. This game is officially made by Sega, which is well known as the developer who are behind Sonic games on any platforms. But actually, the gameplay seems really generic. There are so many games that actually have the same gameplay as this game on the Play Store. Seriously, the developer should be thinking of more ideas to make the game feel different. So this main gameplay will compete with so many players, but honestly, I doubt they all are just a bot, not the actual players, because the way of their movement is really similar even though it looks pretty the same at all. The main goal is we should reach the higher score than the other and lead the position. There is some obstacle that will slow us down. Try to find out the pattern and analyze which way is the fastest one. In one game, there are 3 round stages. Each of the stages will represent a different arena and gameplay. Anyway, do you agree that a Sonic game will become this genre? Vehicle Master. Vehicle Master Vice City. one of the most beautiful new offline games for mobile that has an open world base. Anyway, please wait, you can play the game offline after you download the whole content inside, while in-game, just to start the game. The gameplay is, we should follow the main quest. Most of the quests will ask the player to kill the gangster or collect something by picking it up from the other NPC. Since we started the game, the player already have some main weapon of gun, wooden stick and also bare hands to hit the enemy. This game is truly giving the player a freedom. We can take another NPC car freely and cross the car into a different object. It has quite good ragdoll physics anyway. There is one thing that I really hope the developer add more NPC around the city. I think it's a good way to make the city become way more alive then. You will be surprised how small this game size is. It's about 200 MB in total. Surely all phone Spec will be able to handle it perfectly. Earth Revival the Core. Earth Revival the Core. I told you many times, most of the games that are not in English will release globally. We just need more time to let the developer fix any problem that the game has. And finally, this game has been released globally. You can download the game on your Play Store and App Store in any country. The gameplay is a survival-based game. We'll face a mutant with futuristic design monster. Most of the enemy will represent an animal like a wolf, gorilla, and many more. We can use a gun as our main weapon. It's replaceable and can be created by causing some material that we can get around us freely. While exploring the world, we will have a pet as our partner. He will launch a rocket launcher from a distance and his damage is quite big as a pet. I have set the graphic into maximum and I really love to see how fast the game renders the graphic into the next level. As a single player game, it has so long of a prologue that we should continue along with the explanations of the basic tutorial. While playing, we should focus on some indicator that needs to build it up, like a thirsty and hunger, the best new game high graphic for Android and iOS. Cowboy Survival. Bonus Cowboy Survival Horse Shooting. As a bonus, I would like to give you the offline game. The game is really new and not many players know the game exists on mobile now. It's a cowboy game where we can ride a horse and explore the world. While riding, we can shoot the target with our gun. The game needs a lot of improvement, especially from the shooting aim assist. I cannot control it smoothly. Sometimes I need to be more careful to handle it. The gameplay is, we need to find out the other cowboy who makes the chaos. We will play into heroes. The other hero will play by itself, so we only control one hero only. These all are the best high graphic games for Android and iOS. I'm pretty sure you will get the newest version of that game. I'm pretty sure you will enjoy the whole gameplay after all. So please support this channel by tapping the like button to reach 200 likes. See you on the next video. Thanks.